Hello and welcome. People really seemed to enjoy the Pog Energy run with the Pog Energy. So we've gone out, we've got a slick back haircut, kept the beard, and we've got our NASA shirt because we're ready to go to the moon. And by the moon, I mean to Mars, through the moon? I don't know, man. Everybody knows how in like the 60s or whatever we're going to the moon and sending probes out into space, but we use the moon to like reorient the craft, like, you know, get a speed boost or going around the moon with our rockets. Like, are we still doing that? Like, are we? Maybe we're just not sending things into the deeper solar system and wider outer space. But somebody get back to me on like, is that happening? Are we still ripping around the moon? Like, this is not ripping around the moon energy right here. That run right there. I didn't even have to speak to it. I just looked at it twice and went, no. This one, on the other hand, this is Pog Energy. Though I'm not sure what is the most Pog about it. You take Terractor, because you need $60. You got an Earth tag in the space. You got an IO mining, which as long as you take, what is it? 6 cards or less, you'll have enough money to play on turn 1 because Terractor's got that big daddy money for going around the moon. And like Electro Catapult, people love it. People freaking love it. And there's an argument to be made that if you grabbed Adapted Lichen, you could also have that plant income. But I'm gonna just stick to the money and go, here's the. People think it's such a must. Like, I literally am thinking about keeping Electro Catapult more because I get flamed when I don't keep it than because I actually want it. Which speaks a lot to what's going on. I just thought that imported GHG is just better for it because we're going to have $3 off as Terractor. And I want to keep Research Coordination because that's going to end up being at least 1 income on satellites. You feel? And then I want Adapted Lichen for all the other reasons. And we can't play Electro Catapult first turn, even if we played Artificial Photosynthesis, because we'd have no plants to go with it. Let's just launch. This isn't Pog Energy. With Pog Energy is launching and going. You play your cards, you move on. All of this, good stuff. Oxygen Bumper, people love it. CEO's favorite project, Physics Complex, people love it. But you know what's cooler than going for that stuff? Just ignoring it. Just saying, yeah, it's cool. The steel would be useful. The science could get out of here. Get out of my face. And you know what's even more alpha than that? Is the question, do we play satellites now for 3 income? Or do we wait for immigration shuttles next turn? I think we just wait for immigration shuttles next turn. Get me out of here. A steel and an energy income? That freaking rips for us. We'll take all of this. So if we buy this or this, then I'm able to play Electro Catapult and sell something. So let's get our immigration shuttles out the door, and let's get that plant income in our pockets. So that's what we're going to be selling with our other stuff. This stuff is too fantastic, which means Electro Catapult's going to be delayed again. But with some sponsors, man, it's ecological viral enhancers, like, that's creme de la creme. Would you rather, and this is like hearkening back to your high school days, there actually isn't a question here. I was going to say industrial microbes or satellite, but you want sponsors. So for that, we go wild tags, we go satellites, which, for the record, is a wild tag and 3 space tags for 4 total income. Not bad. And then we come over here and sponsors. And bam, we're up to 13 income in Gen 4. And we've got the right energy for it. The titanium came in clutch. We loved it. Steel production, nice. Energy. We didn't go any science tags, except we do have a wild tag. Steel production, talk to me. This is often worthwhile because paying $4 for it is as much steel as you pick for like putting it down. Does it prevent me from playing Electro Catapult this turn? It kind of does, doesn't it? Because I need all my money to play Electro Catapult and Industrial Microbes. But am I willing to give up Lightning Harvest? Probably. Yeah, get this stuff out of my face. Industrial Microbes for an energy production. We love it. And then Electro Catapult. And then Electro Catapult sells that plant. And we are off. We're loving it. We're loving it. I think we sell plants in the near term. We sell plants in the near term. We just got Earth Office, by the way. That's what we're freaking out about. Because now we'll have 6 off on Earth tags. And there aren't that many great Earth tags left that are like permanent. But there's tons of Earth space events that I think are going to be in key here. So that, solar power, fusion power. Do we want a microbe synergy? I think we have enough money that we should definitely pick it up and consider that synergy. We're also going to sell steel. Earth Office is free. Power plant, that opens up fusion. Yeah, I think we do fusion and then we do artificial, and that's for energy because right now our heat is lagging. We got a lagging indicator here of heat, and we need to crush it. There we go. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. All of them great cards. 6 titanium in our pockets. You damn right we got Earth Elevator. Absolutely love it. That means that here we're selling a plant because we need that steel to be left over. We go in here. We throw all our steel down. And bam, now we're selling. We're getting $13 after the fact every round. I could have played Solar Wind first before going into that chain, but I was worried about cash flow. So we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to get 4 heat production, and now the heat's starting to come up. We're going to get that huge card draw here in a second. Big Asteroid and Cartel. I mean, it'll be our freaking 6th tag. And I'll get an ore processor. Y'all love ore processors? There you go. We got one. So selling a plant, selling a steel. There's the heat bump. Ore processor. Pop the oxygen. There we go. Now here's the question. Are we big asteroiding? It gets us a heat income. I think the answer has to be yes. I mean, we get all that titanium back. It's fantastic. We might end up getting space event synergies, but until then, we gotta just kind of live at large. I think we also take this energy income and take our cartel and just walk out of it. I mean, we got 19 income here. This is what I'm talking about. Earth space event, remember? Remember when I said that? And then there, bam, it is. Jovian strats. We go in Jovians. We have some Jovian. I think we're just buying all the cards every round because we have so much income. Especially when you consider that we're selling like mad. That we're in a really good spot. How good? Pretty good. Still no microbe synergy, but imported hydrogen we probably want to put with livestock anyway. But let's go ahead and grab a bunch more cards here. Aquifer pumping does make our oceans less we're less vulnerable to not being able to play stuff. And you know what? It might be worth doing right now. Take that. I think we do it. I think this just insulates us from having a bad run. Take this. Yeah. So that's making me feel okay. Take some of that. A titanium production, or I think I'd rather at this point have the energy and heat production, because that's going to help us with the metric we're looking for most. I mean, titanium helps you with technically anything as long as you get the events. Amazing. And that's amazing as well. Everybody look up. See this science right here? Science tag, that's fine. 4%, that's crap. But GHG producing, we need microbes for it. Baby, we got cards for microbes. You best believe it. So oxygen's 1 away. If we can, and baby, I'm telling you, we probably can, get enough plants. And I think the way to do it is simply to throw down a greenery, right? Simple first step. We're one plant away. Viral enhancer on itself. That gives you the greenery you need. Bam. It gives you a plant back and the $4. You take that plant, you sell it. You're back up to $34. We have our viral enhancer played. We can play GHG producing already. We are worried about the heat. I am worried about the heat. So I think it's prudent. It's not the best points-wise, but imported hydrogen will throw us into that heat game hard. So we take that for 3 microbes, GHG producing, and bam, we're popping. Also, I have extreme cold fungus, so like maybe I shouldn't have done that. I could have just played extreme cold fungus. I don't want to say that's a misplay, but it's a misplay for sure. Maybe not a misplay, but an inaccuracy. There's a concept of an inaccuracy in games like chess, where it's like you played something, it was good, it just wasn't the mathematically optimal play. So that's holding back our pogs here. I don't really want to hold back our pogs. Extreme cold has till -10. We got to get some options here. I think that we know we need more titanium, so I'm happy to play our mining thing. I just was wondering if we want an ecological zone. One second. All right, let's play the mine. If I play this, I'll have $2 left. I can pick up 2 steel. That is not enough. Let's just get the energy going, baby. There's 3 times that'll convert into heat, and we're okay with that. Strip mine, going to the moon. 4% oxygen. Do not let me play this before playing what I need. And an ocean. We love this. All right. Where do we want to be with our natural preserve? I don't want to... one sec. First, I'm going to sell a plant and sell a steel. Then we're going to natural preserve, and we're going to do it for a card. Good. Good. We like points. Okay, now let's do the rest of our clicks. So we got this. We're getting a heat bump here. We got a heat bump from our actual production. The strip mine's like almost non-negotiable. It needs to go down. Now we're so close. We have a lot of options here. I don't want to play grass without having played ecological. So I think that means we're going extreme cold. I think extreme cold's fine. At worst, it's a plant production every round. And for the next 2 generations, or sorry, 3 generations, it's actually going to be a heat bump. So I'm just going to play that before messing it up. Let's let the round go by. We got lots of TR. Noctis City, fantastic. Magnetic Field Dome. All of this is really good. I don't think we need special design. We're going to just terraform, you know, just terraform. We don't have card draw. That's the one thing this run is really lacking. Also, I'm wondering, there's a couple things I'm wondering. We almost definitely are going to want a city here. We're going to Noctis City, which means this is going to be a good greenery spot. This city is going to go with our greenery that we put in the pocket, and then urbanized areas, like at least 3 points, you know? So that's like my long-term plan. I'd like to get my livestock down this generation, which is very possible. Very, very possible. I think that... we got a lot of good stuff. Let's go ahead and get the heat just to continue here. Not that, like, I feel like we have a pretty good handle on the heat. We have 2 more productions, which are heat each. We have our microbes for a heat each, and then we have a couple spare heats, but nothing I'm too worried about. Let's ecological zone and get a plant. Actually, that could have been a better greenery spot, but doesn't really have to matter. So that allows us to start playing our green tags without worry. So that's grass down range because that's enhancing for animals. Noctis farming is another good one, but first we'll get our ocean here. Bad boy there. Now the reason I'm playing livestock now is not only because yes, it's points, the sooner you play it, the sooner you can activate it, but we have over $30 in titanium, so large convoy is coming down, and I'm getting 4 animals. So between the ocean, the 2 points on cards, and the 4 1-point animals, this is a 7-point card. And you get the card draw and the ocean rebate if you think about it like that. So very, very good. There's some card draw. So business network. Draw a card. Beam from a thorium. So this is not a great card for us. Let's talk about that. It's really not a great card for us. But next turn we're going to have 8 titanium, and the next turn after that we're going to have 5 more for a total of 13 titanium this game. Right now we have nothing else to spend that on, and at the very start of the game, you might have forgotten, we have played IO mining. So that Jovian is worth an extra point. So I think we're going to buy it for $3. We're not committed to playing it, but we are happy to do so. Next is Noctis, because that's a good play. And then, are we okay losing our energy a little bit? I think so, because another plant production is really nice. Okay. Corporate Stronghold, -2 points. Gonna net way more than 2 points. Windmills has a point on it. That's great. Let's have a peek. What do we got here? Artificial Lake. I'm okay with that. Not sure exactly where we want to put it, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm really regretting this placement here because that would have been, well, anyway, it's fine. It's in the past. Let's do our clicks. A plant? Nah, a steel. Get me. Oh, yeah, and we're getting a titanium around here. I forgot about our... I only look at the ore processor for the oxygen, and I'm forgetting the value of that titanium, right? It's good. It's powerful. It's almost like oxygen bumpers are good, and people in the comments are very insistent that I don't overlook them anymore for a reason. But, you know, that's jury's still out on that one. We're not quite sure what's going on. I'm really liking the artificial lake in here. Usually I go back here because I don't normally want to put a greenery there. So 1, 2, 3 is my last greeneries. Or is that my last oceans? The trick is that this is actually going to be a greenery likely because I want to build a city there and I have a protected valley. So it's just a matter of figuring out exactly what the priorities are here. The priority is somehow it's to get a beam from a thorium. We may as well, I think it gets us up to the heat bump because this gets us up to 17. Previously we were 14, so it does mean we have 2 heat bumps next turn. Got a lot we can do. I mean, I guess we just play it out, right? So we get ecological happiness there. Noctis farming here. By how many events have I played? Just 6. It's not as many as I'd like to have played. So Noctis. I mean, there's the oxygen. We just need the oceans, and the oceans are pretty much there. I should have played this ocean at this before putting down my greenery there, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and lose that energy production for this city that we know we want. And then this is just a point. It gives us nothing but the point because the energy is just going to sit there. And we have no guarantee that we're going to have the correct... No, wait. We only need to click this one more time, the aquifer pumping, because we're getting 1 for free, and we have 1 in here. So we can do it next generation as well. Don't worry about it. I'm going to not worry about missing out on that income once. I don't think Quantum Extractor pays for itself in any way. nor does Lunar Beam or Psychrophiles. Asteroid mining is like something that you could do if you just have too much money. The problem is that with 2 heat bumps, we're still 3 heat bumps short. And we have to buy the ocean and the stuff. I don't know. I'm going to grab asteroid mining. It's very unlikely that we can afford it, but, you know, just give me the chance with it. So there's a heat bump. There's this. Oh, I forgot about the heat bumps coming in from our microbes. Very. This is really paid off. GHG producing bacteria, because of the 4% oxygen requirement, I overlook it a lot because usually oxygen isn't high enough quickly enough. So it's nice to play a game where that is not the case. Let's go ahead and buy our ocean here, and we'll go for a card just briefly. Mining area. Doesn't pay itself off. Sometimes it's worth considering. Like here it technically does. It goes even. You pay $4 and get a steel and $2, but it's not what we need to do, you know. So put the ocean here. And now what I would really like to do, I mean, here, we're going to play this space event because look, 4 points for 6 titanium, too amazing. We'll go ahead and get our money back. Or did I not look at a card? I didn't even look at my card. Well, underground detonations. Literally did not have to contemplate that one. It's not good. Even at the start of the game, when you think it might be good, it's really not that good. So we're going to media archives, make a slight profit. We're going to do our heat bumps and say that we've won the game. Okay. Next up, I want to buy a city here. Greenery. And we'll have lots of money back. I'm not sure exactly how it works out, but we have enough, and I just know that that's like a lot of rebate money back coming from the pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That also gets us up to 6 cities, which another card you may have forgotten about: immigration shuttles. 1 for every 3 cities. What's the title on this? A new world attracts ever more immigrants from the old. There you go, baby. So, $23. We can get a point from a windmill. We could sell the other cards, and that would give us $3. So, $26 is not enough for asteroid mining. Or we could just buy a greenery, and the greenery would go beside a city, and bam, you'd get 2 points. So I'm pretty sure the answer is obvious here. We buy a greenery. And if you buy a greenery and put it here, we can't get enough plants to get the next greenery because we need 3 plants, and you can only get 2 with a placement. So we're unfortunately going to be missing out. But if I play a greenery here for a steel and $2, oh, well, you best believe I can sell these cards and get windmills. There we go. We got the point after all. I hope you enjoyed going to the moon with NASA and the squad here today. I had a fantastic time. It was high octane, high energy the whole way through. Only 108 points, but 108 points in like a decisive faction with so much money coming in that translated into TR. We just didn't have like the insanity of like the card draw, the rebates, the discounts, but this just shows what pure income can do. Just hammering it through, getting decent cards, getting something like Aquifer pumping just for the 4 oceans that were left over because we didn't have to worry about getting ocean cards. Worked out great. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.